all people I've ever met.
Chief Justice Zondo was appointed as a Concord judge by former President Jacob Zuma in August 2012, but his appointment was effective from the 1st of September in the same year. Zondo was later appointed Deputy Chief Justice. His personal experience of how he became a judge was an emotional one during the JSC interview for the Deputy Chief Justice position in 2017. He shared how a businessman from Ikopo in KwaZulu-Natal came to his rescue to help him feed his family while he had to study.
Very interestingly, that man didn't even ask me many questions. He said, okay, I can help you, but I can't give you money. I'll give you a voucher, which you must give to your mom. Once a month, she must come to my shop, and she will be given groceries up to the value, I think it was 20 rand, if I'm not mistaken, 20 rand or 40 rand, but that was
a lot of money back then.
Yeah, it was quite some money then. And he said, until you finish your degree, this is what we'll do, and then you can repay it after your degree. So I was very happy. He didn't ask me to sign anything. He just took my word. And my mom could not believe it when I came back from town and told her that I had been able to make arrangements so that they would be able to have groceries while I was studying.
He remembered how he wanted to repay the money for the good gesture from the Good Samaritan.
And that is what happened for 3 years. And when I finished my junior degree, I went back to this man. His name was Mr. Musa, and thanked him and asked him what arrangements we could make for me to pay back. Sorry, Chief Justice. So he said, no, don't worry. Just do to others what I've done to you. And I thought that was very important. And in my own small way, I tried to do that.
Until now?
Yes, Chief Justice.
Zondo acted as Chief Justice after Mogoeng Mogoeng took long leave and later went into retirement after his term ended. He became one of 4 candidates interviewed for the position of Chief Justice in February 2022. Although it was not an easy ride during his 12-hour interview conducted by the Judicial Service Commission, he ended it on a lighter note and vowed not to return to be interviewed by the JSC.
I just want to thank you for this opportunity. Thank you very much. I may say on a lighter note that whatever happens, this is the last time I appear before this commission as a candidate. I will never appear again. So, Commissioner Malema will never get a chance to ask me questions again.
He has been Chief Justice for just over 2 years, and his 12-year non-renewable term as an apex court judge is ending. In terms of the Constitution, a Concord judge can serve a non-renewable term of 12 years or until the age of 70, whichever comes first. Zondo's legacy as a judge is notable. Judges Matter gave a brief reflection on his role as the country's top judge.
When he came into the role of Chief Justice, obviously he had acted as Chief Justice for a year. So he was aware of some of the burning issues within the judiciary. He was able to deal with some. The JSC is one big example where he made quite a significant impact in improving how that system works. But there were some that, unfortunately, because of his time at the State Capture Commission, one would say they did distract a bit from his role as Chief Justice, because there were a number of times when he came into conflict with Parliament, for example, over remarks that he had made as chairperson of the State Capture Commission. So for the general public, it was hard to divide his role as Chief Justice versus his role as chairperson of the State Capture Commission. And that part was unfortunate, because his work as chairperson of the State Capture Commission was commendable.
While he has been a known jurist, his role as State Capture Commission chairperson made him a household name.
There are so many of these case numbers. 466.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
African window, not
I thought you said
African
446.
The State Capture report was handed over more than 2 years ago. After almost 4 years of investigation,
It's heavy. So this is part 5.
That's part 5. Yes. And then I'll give you part 6.
a year later, Zondo reflected on the State Capture report and the workload that came with it.
This workshop is held exactly 1 year since I submitted the last 2 parts of the report of the State Capture Commission to the President. It was on the evening of 22 June 2022 that I handed parts 5 and 6 of the Commission's report to the President. When I handed those 2 parts of the report to the President, some members of my team and I had been working continuously for something like 36 hours without sleeping as we pushed ourselves to finish the report and hand it over to the President.
Before bowing out from the Constitutional Court, 64-year-old Zondo had the opportunity to preside over the first sitting of the National Assembly and the NCOP as Chief Justice, following the outcome of the May 2024 elections.
This meeting has been convened by me as Chief Justice of the Republic of South Africa in terms of Section 51, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Republic. Do you have any objection to taking the prescribed oath?
No.
You consider the oath binding on your conscience?
Yes.
Please read the oath aloud so that the people of South Africa can hear what you are committing yourself to.
He also had the opportunity to preside over the swearing-in ceremony of the new National Executive, appointed by President Cyril Ramaphosa under the proposed Government of National Unity.
Do you have any objection to taking it?
No objection.
Do you consider it binding on your conscience? Thank you.
Memorable moments on a lighter note when some ministers took the oath were seen.
I, Gwede Samson Mantashe, swear.
From reading the oath incorrectly to remembering the past.
To be a true and faithful counselor, not to divulge directly or indirectly. Any secret matters entrusted to me, and to perform the function of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability.
And I undertake to hold my office as minister with honor and dignity, to be a true and faithful counsellor, not to divulge, like Mr. Mantashe, directly or indirectly. Sorry. Not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matter entrusted to me, and to perform the functions of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
Modimo Ntusi.
Thank you. Take a seat.
The last time a judge asked me to sit, he made me sit for 10 years.
Sign here.
And for some, their conscience lacked pronunciation.
And to perform the functions of my office conscientiously, okay, and the best of my ability. Conscientiously.
We'll get it right. We'll get it right.
I guess
We'll get it right. Conscientiously.
Conscientiously.
Yes.
Conscientiously.
Yes. Okay.
Justice Zondo is handing over the baton to the first female Chief Justice in the history of the country and the history of a democratic South Africa, Justice Mandisa Maya. Maya is expected to hold the baton for the next 10 years until March 2034 when she turns 70. Just a few months before her 12-year non-renewable term as a Constitutional Court Justice would end. Mercedes Besant, SABC News, Parliament.